Hey everyone, welcome back to more political chatter. This 2024 election prediction is between Joe Biden and Larry Elder. So Larry Elder did run for governor of California in the 2021 recall of Gavin Newsom, and Gavin Newsom did exactly as good as he did in, I believe it was 2018 when he first won. So Larry Elder obviously lost the recall. He was not elected the next governor of California, but recently he has expressed interest. I tried to get on the page that on Wikipedia that they cited that proved it, but I couldn't. I don't know, just because I had to pay or something. But basically, he is talking about re-entering politics, possibly on a national level. So let's see how he does against Joe Biden. So Joe Biden is underwater. He is unpopular. The majority of Americans disapprove of the job that he's doing. But Larry Elder, on the other hand, I don't think he'll be that strong either, because Larry Elder has nothing to show from the 2021 recall. Gavin, he did, even during a recall, when you would think that a governor would do worse, as they did when they were first elected, Gavin Newsom did exactly the same. I think it was basically the same, just a difference by a few thousand votes. So Larry Elder did absolutely terrible. They had high hopes, and he did not succeed. He is a Trumpian Republican. He's a conservative. He's African American, which will play out importantly. So let's see how this matchup goes. So first off, Washington and California. Newsom won California safe during a recall. Why wouldn't Biden win it safe, even though he is a bit more unpopular? Maryland, his home state of Delaware, New York, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, Maine's first would all be safe. I don't see Larry Elder doing that well in the rural areas as Trump did in the Rust Belt. I don't see him as someone who will be seen as restoring jobs. But going to states like New Jersey and Connecticut, and potentially even Oregon, I see him doing okay here. Especially with the white conservative population, I think that he would turn out some of them. I think that he would make Oregon, New Jersey, and Connecticut likely not safe for Joe Biden. Going to Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, the Dakotas, Nebraska. I lost Nebraska's first, Nebraska's third. Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, West Virginia, Indiana, and South Carolina would all be safe. Alaska would stay likely. Montana will stay safe, but Kansas I do see becoming likely. Once again, it will stay likely, I should say. It went likely for Trump, and it is only shifting left. Again, Larry Elder won't do well in rural areas. That actually means that Maine's first will also be likely. But going to Illinois, that'll be safe for Biden. Going to Virginia, I don't see Larry Elder having anything here. But going to states like Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina, he really will capture a few more African Americans than a normal white conservative Republican candidate might. So I do think that he would be able to win all three by a lean margin. Florida potentially likely, but at this point in time not. Actually, North Carolina would probably be bigger Elder state than Florida, actually. Texas will stay likely. He will only do better here than Trump did, in my opinion. But New Mexico and Colorado, in these progressive states where Democrats are going to run a good campaign against the conservative Elder, he doesn't have much. I think that Minnesota will also stay likely. I really don't see him having anything in these states. Nebraska second, I think, would stay for Biden, probably by a tilt margin. Elder might have something here, but it won't be enough, saying that Biden won it by 6.6%. Someone like Elder won't be able to shift it 7 points to the right. But going to Nevada, I think that Biden would be able to win the state by a tilt margin once again. Larry Elder just won't do well here. Among anyone. Going back to 2020, Trump actually defied expectations with his turnout, with his support of Latino voters, Larry Elder, I don't think, would even come close to the extent that Trump did with Latino voters. So I think that Arizona would also stay with Joe Biden by a tilt margin, especially saying that it is shifting to the left. And going to Iowa and Ohio, I mean, ultimately Biden didn't do well, Hillary didn't do well. These are going to stay likely Republican states. Going up to New Hampshire, I mean, he might do well with the white population here, so I'll make it lean Biden, but really it's going to be very close to becoming likely. But, I mean, he will capture Maine second once again. It is becoming more of a Republican district. That'll actually probably stay likely due to Biden's unpopularity. That means that Maine at large would be likely Biden. So now it comes down to the blue wall. Let me start off with the state of Michigan, which I do think would go to Joe Biden by probably a lean margin. This is the most Democratic of the blue wall. It went to Trump by the lowest margin of the blue wall in 2016, and it went to Biden by the highest in 2020. It went to Obama by a safe margin. And sure, Larry Elder is African American, and he would do well with the 16.5% African American population here. But that won't be enough to flip the state into Republican territory. But going to the state of Wisconsin, I think that Larry Elder might be able to eke out a win here by a tilt margin. I mean, he'd do okay with the white working class here, but he's not going to do as well as Trump did, and Trump won it just so narrowly. So you're going to be upset with my next call, and that is that Pennsylvania will go blue. And I understand that Biden is unpopular, but listen up. Trump was so much more popular with that white working class than any other one in the 2016 Republican primary was. I mean, think about it. Do you see someone like Marco Rubio, a guy from Florida, or even like Jeb Bush, turning out the white working class to as much as Trump did? No, you do not. He had a special appeal. And realize the margins that Trump won by. They were so narrow. It was a tilt margin in every state, even a state like Wisconsin, which you think of as somewhat Republican. See, that margin was so narrow. And if Larry Elder does not have that white working class appeal that will get these people out to vote and believe that he will restore jobs that robots are taking away, he won't. He simply won't. So I do believe that that state of Pennsylvania would go to Joe Biden, and I think that Biden will carry this election. He wins with 277 electoral votes to Larry Elder's 261. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and I will see you all next time.